That's kind of pathetic that I'm excited about this. I'm a little bit scared. A lot of yarn has come into here and not a lot has gone out. But that's okay. What can we learn? Handy dandy bags from Wool Warehouse. So many of the same thing. That's so frustrating. Wait until you see this. It's so cute. Hi, welcome or welcome back to the Cosy Chaos that is my channel. We're doing something a little bit different this week. We're going to be making and packing orders that I have for teacher gifts. It's not often that I sell physical items online. I tend to just do that at markets, and anything that I sell online is digital items, so they don't require me doing anything. But I decided, because I was making items for my own daughter's teachers, I thought why not see if other people would like some, and turns out that they did. So what I'm mainly going to be making is these little daisy bookmarks. They look like this. I'll link the pattern for these down below. It's by Crochet, it's Crochet with Chris, Crochet by Chris. I'll link the pattern for these down below. So what I did was I just put it on my personal Facebook page. I haven't put it anywhere else, and I just said I'm going to be making these. If anyone would like some, like, hit me up. And now I'm in the position where I have to make 16 of these, which is amazing. I'm really happy, and it's such a nice thing that people want to support me, and it's really lovely. So a couple of things that we need to do in order to get these made and out before the end of term. We need to make them. That's the main thing, we need to make them. I've also designed some packaging for them that I am waiting for the printer to make. So I need to go and pick that up at some point because I've used a local print shop. I need to go and pick that up, and that'll all need cutting up. Then we need to obviously package them up and get them posted out. To be fair, most of them I am going to be delivering in person. Also, if we have time, I would like to make a bottle bag, but we need to get these made first. So the yarn I'm going to be using is this Tiny Friends from Hobbycraft. It's just a DK cotton. I'm going to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of this cotton. However, for something small like this, I think it's ideal because it's really, really light and the colours are really vibrant. The colours are exactly what I needed, and they're at a really reasonable price point. These are 3 for 2 and they're £2 each, so you can get 3 for £4. So this is what I'm going to be using. I also do have a lighter colour that some people have asked for light, some people have asked for dark. I was using this Yarnsmith's cotton in lemon yellow for the light colour. However, I have found that this is slightly thicker than this one, so I'm going to have a little ratch around in my Rickaroomi and see if I hopefully have a light yellow that is a similar kind of weight to these. If not, then I'm happy using the Yarnsmiths, but I just want to check. And for the bottle bag, I think I'm going to use some of the Lily Sugar and Cream that I bought for making bucket hats, because there's some beautiful colours in there, but also I don't think I'm going to get around to ever making another bucket hat because I just can't nail it. If I ever get around to nailing the bucket hat, I will buy more Lily Sugar and Cream. I just feel like I bought some really beautiful colours of it, and I think if I have it, I might as well use it instead of buying something else. Like, that just doesn't make sense. So I'll just use it for now, and if I need more in the future, I can buy more in the future. So I do have a few of these already made. There's a darker one versus a lighter one, so you can just sort of like see the difference. I do have a few already made. My plan is to just make each individual part. I have one here that's like ready to put together. It's like 3 parts and then the petals, put it all together. It's very clever. So what I'm planning on doing is making all the individual parts and then having a session where I just sit down and crochet the petals and make them all up. I have one of these handy dandy bags from Wool Warehouse. You know that I hang on to these for exactly situations like this because I can keep all the parts together. I can keep all the yarn together. I've got the hook in here that I'm using. Any that are finished can be in here, and it's just keeping it all together, and that means that like, if I'm moving around from here to the living room or even in the car, I've got everything I need in here. So that's the plan for this week. Let's see how we get on. There's 6 weeks before the end of term. I would like to get them done in the next 2 weeks just so that I don't have to worry about it, and I know that they're with the people that they need to be with. I also am thinking if I get really good at this and I can get these done quickly, I might put it on my actual business Instagram as well and see if there's any like further afield that would like to purchase some. I might upload some to Etsy, but with those Etsy fees they'd be a bit more expensive, so I don't know, I'd have to see. But also I'm thinking I have the pictures for them, I have the time, I have the yarn, I have the packaging designed. I might as well just pop it up there and just see if any fish bite. But anyway, let's get to crocheting. Days since I actually spoke to you, and honestly it's just been much of the same, just making leaves. So I now have, obviously I have a few that are already finished because those are what I used for the pictures. I have 5 finished. I didn't realise I had that many finished, to be honest, and I have the next 11 stems finished. However, since I last spoke to you, I have had orders for 6 more, so our total is now up to 22, but I'm going to work on getting these 16 finished first, and then we'll do the next 6 because those aren't for teacher gifts, those are just for people who wanted them as bookmarks. So the stems are done, and I've been working on doing the little backs. Those are also only in green, so that's quite handy. I can just sit and do those. I was going to start making the centres, but I do need to see if I have any more of the light yellow. Let's have a look. So this is my Rickaroomi. We have this yellow. It's looking quite bright on camera, but it's not that bright at all. This is the yellow that I was using that's on this sunflower bandana, and this is the Rickaroomi. They are very similar. They're super similar, so that's good. I will use that. That's handy. You can see it is just like a butter yellow colour, so that's good because I can use that now instead of the Yarnsmiths, which was slightly too thick. So I need to write out how many of each one I need. Some people have just sort of like left it up to me, which is fine, but it kind of messes with my colours in my head. Like the way that I would work it out, it kind of messes with that, but it just means I can just do whatever I have yarn left for, to be honest. I have ended up adding them to Etsy. I haven't had any orders off of Etsy yet. They've all come from people that I know, so that's good. I've spoken to the print place. I should be able to pick up the printing tomorrow, so I'll be able to show you the packaging that I've designed, and we can get that all cut out and start getting some of these onto the packaging. I do need to write in my crochet journal, which I haven't been keeping up with at all, but the one thing I have been trying to keep up with it is how much I've spent on yarn. So I'm going to write in there all of the yarn that I've bought for this specific project for the bookmarks, just so that I keep on top of that, and then we'll start making some, I don't know, do I want to put some together so then I know that I've got them? That might be fun. It's a bit of a weird one to film because I am just making so many of the same thing, but once I get through them all, we can get onto looking at the packaging, and we can get onto packing orders, and we can get onto making a bottle bag, which I have looked at a couple of patterns. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it yet, but that's to come. Crazy how much yarn I've bought this year. This is only halfway through the year. I'm not going to add it up now because I'm a little bit scared, but it's quite a lot, and I have been buying less yarn this year. Like, I've been making a conscious effort to buy less yarn. Some of it was gifted to me, like my husband bought me some for Mother's Day, which I've just written in, but I've been trying to buy yarn specifically for projects so that I'm not just ending up adding to the wall. Also, Sirdar sent me like 15 balls of yarn, which isn't on here because I was gifted it. A lot of yarn has come into here and not a lot has gone out. Hopefully come Christmas and market season that will change, but for now I'm going to get on with crocheting more little green circles, crocheting some yellow circles. I'm also going to write down exactly how many of each colour I need so that I can keep on top of making the right number of circles.
A few moments later.
I've got that worked out. So I need to do 3 light and 6 dark, and then the rest of them are just any. So that's quite handy actually, because I don't know how much of any of this yarn I'm going to have, especially the Rickaroomi, because it's not a full ball. I don't know how many circles it's going to make. Luckily it is just circles. It's not like the stems, like with the green. Obviously the green is on every single one and it uses mainly green. I feel like I've said I'm just going to sit and make some circles about 4 times now, so I'm about to sit and make some circles. Took me no time at all, and I now have 11 little green circles because I already have 5 made. I only needed 11 apart from the extra 6 that we just got. I'm counting those separately. I will get to them, I promise. When I counted, there was only 3 orders for light. I already have some, so I just made 3 more. I think I have 3 already made, so they're all going to get used. They're all going to get used. I still only have 2 of the dark ones, but I think I'm at a point where I want to make these 5 up. Then I would have 10. Then I just need to make another 6, and I can like choose the colours, and then it would be another 6 on top of that. And I'm breaking it up because doing this, it took no time at all, but it's very monotonous. So I would like to just do something different. We have packaging. I just went and picked this up. I haven't looked yet. I looked in to check it was mine, but I've not taken anything out yet. So what I ended up doing, there's 2 envelopes, because what I ended up doing was I ordered the ones that say thank you for helping me grow, and then I retrospectively added to the order to have some just like generic ones, because a couple of people ordered them just for themselves or for like gifts for people who aren't teachers. So these are them. One thing about getting things printed is everything is always different colours. Like, so this is my prototype. These are grey. In my brain, this is what colour my branding is. Let me find a business card. This is grey. This is grey or purple. It isn't. That's so frustrating. I can understand to a degree that it's quite a nuanced colour, but like this is my actual business card. That's so frustrating. I didn't pay like a lot of money for it, but I paid like a good chunk of my profits for it. Obviously there's 5 on a sheet and each sheet cost me £2.50 and it's the wrong colour. I'm assuming these are the same. Yeah, these are the same. I will say it's showing up very light on camera. I'll see if I can. It's kind of more that colour. It's more of like a grey purple as opposed to like brown. But that's okay. What can we learn? I won't be going back here for any more printing. We live and we learn. I have them. They do the same job. I just won't be going back here for this again because that is just not the right colour. As I was saying, these are the ones that are for the teacher gifts. These are the generic ones. We're going to cut these up and we're going to put a flower on and we're going to see it on the packaging. I did buy a cutting mat so that I can cut these. That was just from Hobbycraft. It was on sale for £3, which is absolute belter. And then I also got this, which I'm so excited about. That's kind of pathetic that I'm excited about this, and also it's making so much noise. But this is my paper cutter and you can change the blades on it. This one's the straight one, and then there's like a perforated one, so you can do perforated edges, and then the pink one is like a wavy edge. So I'm going to use the straight one to cut my strips, and then I use the wavy one to cut into where we're going to put the flower through. So I just tried to cut my first one and I was filming it, and the paper is so thick that it didn't go all the way through. Maybe I need to press harder. I didn't think about the thickness of the card and not being able to cut it. Let me test it on the generic one because I have more of those. I don't want to I don't want to mess up the one that I have less of. I'm going to press really hard. Oh, sugar lumps. It didn't work. It's just not quite going through, and I don't want to have to do it twice. Well, it's done it. It's just frustrating because I don't want to have to do all of them twice, and then I can't even imagine trying to get through the centre as well with the wavy one. Okay, that time it got through straight away. I'm probably wobbling you everywhere. That time it got through straight away, so maybe I just need to do it like that and just press really hard, which is probably going to be bad for my elbow. Okay, so I managed to get that on, but in the process I ended up like having to bend it to cut it. It looks cute from afar, but once you get up close you can see where I've had to bend it. You can see on the back where I had to like rip it. It's not ideal. I'm going to practice one more time. I think I'm going to have to find a Stanley knife. I think I have a Stanley knife. Stanley knife might be a good shout actually for doing the cuts across. And if I press really hard with this, I can get through it to do the long cuts. Let me go find a Stanley knife. Okay, a Stanley knife has gone through that like butter, so I'm starting to think maybe it's my fancy cutter that I was so excited about. But I am still concerned about getting these through without bending it, so let's try. I think it's maybe just going to take a bit of practice, and that's okay because I have a lot of these. That's worked. Okay, that's our first one. Oh my gosh, wait, I didn't even realize. A few teething problems, but we got there in the end. This is super cute. Oh, I'm really happy with that. Since I last filmed, I have actually got 2 orders through Etsy, which is exciting. So I'm going to get those ones packaged up because I have those already made. So I'm going to get those packaged up so I can post them because they obviously have like a 5-day postage. They need to get out, basically, what I'm trying to say. Out some new angles and I'm just not sure about it. That'll do. So I've been busy. The last time you saw me, I was cutting up a bunch of these. Those are all cut up and ready to use. And I have finished making all, I don't know how many I had last time I was here, how many orders I had. I've got all of those put on to the cards. They look so cute. Look at this. How stinking cute is that? So I got all of those put on here. I've had a couple more orders since I last told you a number, and I don't know how many I had last time I said, but I'll put that on screen right now. This is how many I had. I now have 33. Oh goodness. I had an order from Etsy, which I think I told you about. That's packed and that's ready to post this afternoon. And then I've had another friend ask for another 6. And then I had a family member ask for some. I've had a couple of family members. I'm looking down because I've written it all down so that I don't forget. Anyway, at the minute I'm sitting at 33. I've made 17. Oh my god, that's only half. I've made 17. I have some orders for people that aren't for teacher gifts. So they aren't as like pressing because obviously we've got the end of term coming up. So I need to get these 2 people before the end of term. So 10 of them don't need to be made straight away. The other 23 I need to get done. So I've done 17. I think my plan is I'm going to make another 6, get those on the cards and get those sent out. I'm also going to be going and dropping these around at various addresses this week. I have had to order more of the backing cards because I've used all of the ones that say thank you for helping me grow, and I only have these generic ones left. So I've had to order some more. I'll be able to pick those up this week too, and then we can get those remaining however many 6, those remaining 6 out. But that's where we are. So I've got like a little bouquet of them in here, and I've got the yarn still in here. I'm gonna take these out and put them, I need to get like a little tub or something to put them in while I'm waiting to get them all packaged up. Oh, that might be a good idea. Hang on. I have this vase because I used this for something a while ago and it's just been living in here. So I'm going to put all of the ones that I have made and that are in cards, I'm going to put them in the vase so then they're out of this bag and they don't get bent and stuff like that. So I'll pop them in here. So cute. Wait until you see this. It's so cute. Look how cute that is. Wait, look at how cute that is. It's like a little bouquet. That's so sweet. Okay, so now they are in there and I can use this bag again for holding the parts and holding the yarn. So I'm going to get on with making those next 6 and then I can get all of those out and then I can get on to the generic ones. It's the end of the week and we did it. I got all of the teacher gifts made and packed. I've already delivered 3 orders of them. These are more to go out and then I have my own made as well. So the teacher gift ones are done. The ones that were just ordered, like the generic ones, I haven't made those ones yet, but that's next on the list. I'm going to do that next week. I hope you enjoyed this little glimpse into the behind the scenes of the business aspect of what I do. Designing and printing and cutting out all the packaging, the hours spent actually making the products, listing things on Etsy, it all. I hope you enjoyed seeing that, and if you want to see more of that then let me know down below because I'm happy to do it. If you don't know, my goal for the year is to hit 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube by the end of 2026, so if you want to help me out in doing that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It would really help me out. While you're down there, give the video a like and give me a hype point. I would really appreciate it. All that being said, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.